Welcome back to my TikTok and YouTube channel, whatever you're watching this on. I have a book haul, and it is from the same series. I am reading, and I am 62% in on chapter 39, The Pawn and the Puppet series by Brandy Elsie Seziker. I'm sorry if I'm butchering up her name, but I'm like halfway through. And I'm like almost done the first book. There are apparently 6 books, but I don't have the novella, and I didn't realize that she has a novella to the series until after I purchased the books, and I'm just like, fuck, I should have purchased the novella too, but I'll probably purchase that next month. Because I'm a very slow reader, but I have been reading this. This is basically takes place, at the Emerald Lake Asylum. And basically the back says, the Emerald Lake Asylum is not a place most desire. 19-year-old Skylina, however, made a promise that she must keep. Once hired, she has only one purpose: to prove to the council that barbaric treatments such as waterboarding, scalding baths, and beatings are no longer the answer, but that all takes a pause when she meets the source of a terror in the asylum. A patient with a split personality. On one side, he's the bloodthirsty genius. Dezen on the other, a hidden persona that is buried deep in his subconscious. When Dezen is caught in an attempted cell break, he faces execution if Skylina can't bring out his core personality and reveal his humanity. She has 90 days to save his life, and the only one way to do that is to let him consume her into his world of moves, counter moves, and master puppeting, which each passing day their bond deepens, a forbidden attraction forming against her best judgments. Little by little, Skylina uncovers the sinister secrets of his past that turned him into the monster everyone else fears, and Dezen proves to have one weakness, despite the terrifying, indestructible persona he presents to the world, her. So, like I said, I am 62% in, and it she writes it really well of what split personality disorder is. If you've ever seen like that movie, I think it's called Split. I don't know, but it's like the guy, he's bald, and he has like multiple personalities, and this shows what like multiple personalities is. And this is just book 1, and it is like about 330 pages, so it's not that bad. And then you have book 2, which is The Master and the Marionette, and she is 347 pages, and they're getting thicker. And the third book is The Puppeteer and the Poisoned Pawn, and it's getting thicker. This is 325 pages. And then book 4, it's thicker, and this has 585 pages, and it's like getting thicker. And then the novella, I believe, is like about 200 or 300 pages. I can't remember. But the newest book that everybody's ranting and raving is the final book to the series, which is technically book 5, but there's a novella that goes with it, so technically there's like 5.5 books. So the newest book is, the third book is The Doll and the Domination, and the 5th book is The Clock and the Carnival. And she's thick. She's as thick as almost like my Lord series books. This has 696, about 700 pages, and She's thick, she's chunky, but I'm really loving this new series. Like, I needed something to tie me over after my reading slump, after I got out of a reading slump. I read Chaotic by Chantal Tessier. Like, I finished up my reread and then I read Chaotic, and then I read Neurovance by Alexandra St. Pierre. I had an advanced reader copy for that, and I was looking for something after that, and I am in Alexandra St. Pierre's like Discord. So people like put book hauls or whatever, or like they put like book recs or whatever, and one of the kind girls posted that they were reading the Pawn and the Puppet series, and I asked how good it is or whatever, and she said it's really good, start off with book 1. And what I did is I found on TikTok a girl, I don't remember her name, but she had a jar and it has notes in it, and it's like little things that say it's a to be purchased jar. So what she does is she reads a book, and if she really, really likes it off of her Kindle, she puts that book, writes it down in the jar, and puts it in the jar, and then at the end of the month, she picks out like 3 to 5 books to be purchased that she really liked. And I think that honestly, that's a really good idea, because it would probably save me, because I purchase books and then I return them to Amazon, and I'm just like, nope, these aren't my forte, and I get my money back, and I'm just like, can't keep doing that, spending money on books. So what I'm going to do is, because I have the Kindle Unlimited subscription, I'm just going to read them on my Kindle, and then halfway through, or like after I'm done, if it's a series or just a standalone, I'm going to purchase it, depending on how much the book is, because books do get pricey. They range from about $10 up to almost $50 to $60 to about $100 for a book. And like $100 is quite a lot, but I'm going to see how good this series is, like, as I'm reading it. I'm really loving the first book, and like I said, I'm 62% in, and it's just like chef's kiss. Like, had Kyle, I told him about it. He's like, well, what book are you reading? So I told him about like kind of what it is. He goes, he kind of saw it as like almost like Harley Quinn and Joker vibes. I'm like, kind of, but not like, there's a lot of shit ton of people that know obviously who Harley Quinn and Joker is, but not a shit ton of people. Half people know and half people don't. And it's kind of like that, but this girl works in an asylum, and she's 19 years old, and she's basically trying to bring out his good side and not his bad side, but there's a lot that has happened. I am not trying to spoil it if nobody's read this series, but if you have read the series, let me know in the comments below. If you haven't read the series, you totally should. It's really good. I personally really like it. I'm personally really liking it. I'm going to probably be reading like this series for a good few months or whatever. It will tie me down for a good few months, because some of these books, like books 3, 4, and 5 are really thick. And it's like, I don't go through books, like I don't read a book a week or I don't read a book within a few days like most people do. I used to be able to do that, but it's just like, no, I can't do that anymore. But this series is definitely, it was on my TBR, and now I purchased it, so I really, really like it. So, yeah. Go on and comment down below if you are reading a book and what book you are reading. That way I can know. And if I have read it, I will reply to you. Have a good day. And yes, I sound like shit because I'm sick again. Fuck my life. I cannot catch a breath.